Once upon a time in the bustling city of port enthusiasm, there lived an eccentric young inventor named Marvin. With a hairstyle that could defy gravity, and bright socks that spoke louder than his words, Marvin was known for one peculiar trait: his inventions always told the truth. He had a quirky talent for turning mundane objects into animated truth-tellers, much to the chagrin or delight of the townsfolk. One sunny morning, Marvin, with a glint of mischief in his eyes, decided to animate a small cactus he lovingly named Prickles. Now, Prickles wasn't your ordinary desert dweller. With Marvin's charm, it came alive not just as an animate object, but also with the uncanny ability to speak unwavering, sometimes brutal, truths. It didn't take long for Prickles to find his voice in the city. The first victim was Mr. Whiskers, the neighbor's ill-tempered cat. "The truth about you, sir," declared Prickles, "is that despite your abrasive exterior, you secretly adore belly rubs." To everyone's amusement, Mr. Whiskers blushed, a thing previously considered impossible. Amused by the cactus's honesty, but somewhat apprehensive, Marvin decided to take Prickles for a walk around town. It wasn't long before they encountered Mrs. Haggerty, the local baker, who prided herself on making the healthiest pastries in town. Prickles, unable to resist, spilled the beans. "Mrs. Haggerty, your secret ingredient is precisely 5 spoons of sugar per scone, not 1 as advertised." Her face turned the shade of her famous raspberry tarts. News of the truth-speaking cactus spread like wildfire. People began approaching Marvin and Prickles, curious, yet cautious. Some loved having their truths aired, others not so much. Among them was Fred, the shy librarian with a deep-seated fear of giving speeches. Prickles revealed a truth Fred had hidden even from himself. "Fred, you're more charismatic than you believe. People hang on to your every whispered word." Thanks to Prickles' revelations, Fred joined the local theater troupe, and Mrs. Haggerty embraced the power of sugar, rebranding her shop with the slogan "Sweet but honest." The city of port enthusiasm buzzed with newfound candor, sparking honesty in places where half-truths once lay dormant. As for Marvin, he continued to invent with gusto, while Prickles became something of a local hero. Card-carrying cacti began sprouting in windowsills across the town, each representing a commitment to truthfulness. And so, through the prickly wisdom of one animated cactus, Marvin discovered that the truth, no matter its prickles, really did set everyone free.